Aquarius, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of February 2022. This is your birthday month, so I want to wish you a very happy birthday. It has been a very hectic time, and as you begin the month, there are 5 points transiting in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn, re-examining the epoch of Capricorn that preceded the new age of Aquarius. Saturn transited in Capricorn from December 20th of 2017 on and off until December 17th of 2020. The new age of Aquarius commenced on the winter solstice, which was December 20th of 2020. And that is when Saturn met up with Jupiter, the planet of vision and expansion, to structure a new 20-year vision. And also they met up closest in the sky for over 800 years at the very first degree of your sign to usher in a new age. And it is a time of the future after a lot of loss and changes of ways for all of us. As you begin the month, Venus, the planet of love, money, and partnerships. Mars, the planet of action and desire. Mercury, the planet of communication and information. Pluto, the planet of transformation and empowerment. And Juno, which is an asteroid that represents partnering, are all transiting in Capricorn in your house of endings and spirituality. Figuring out that which you need to release and purge in order to embark on this new chapter in your life. This is a huge time in your life, with Saturn and Jupiter ushering in this time, and Saturn will be in your sign until March 7th, 2023. Venus stationed direct on January 29th at 11 degrees and 5 minutes of Capricorn, setting off where Saturn was in December of 2018 and early January of 2019. When Venus originally retrograded in December, it did so on the 19th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of Capricorn. Venus retrogrades once every year and a half, and it retrogrades in Capricorn every 8 years. And Venus met up with Pluto, the cosmic compost, on December 11th, December 24th. They will meet up a third and final time on March 3rd, along with Mars, the planet of drive, anger, and action. A lot of purging in order to transcend, a lot of honoring of all of the loss that we've endured. It's been a very, very difficult time, and there's been a lot of loss since eclipse season in the end of November, early December, and that's around the time Venus started to embark on its journey with Pluto. And it's not an easy journey, but you want to find hope and love and creativity. Jupiter is transiting in Pisces on and off this year, and it's in its domicile. That is love and empathy. You're a brilliant sign, but we need some water in the sky, and that brings some needed water and some needed feelings. You know, we can't be robots. And now Venus is transiting with Mars in the sky in Capricorn, and this commenced at the very end of January, and they will be dancing together until the beginning of April. Right now they're transiting in Capricorn, which is a sign of accountability and restrictions, but commitment as well. Then they will enter your sign on March 6th and dance together until the beginning of April, which is lovely energy, romantic, creative, and sexy energy. And it'll be amazing in your sign. Very fun for connecting with others and building your tribe and helping others as we all heal together. So you begin the month, and on February 1st, there's a new moon that takes place at 12:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 12 degrees and 20 minutes of Aquarius. This sets off where Saturn reached in 2020. It got as far as 13 degrees of Aquarius, and it retrograded on May 23rd. Now Saturn is in a whole new realm, and it's at 15 degrees of Aquarius, which is at the world point. So Saturn is hitting all of us. We may feel restricted and held back, but also the more you work with Saturn, the more you get rewarded. And it does rule your sign in ancient astrology. So really honor the energy of the new moon and of creating new beginnings for yourself. It's always a time to set intentions. On February 1st, Juno, which is an asteroid that represents partnering, enters your sign until early mid-January of 2023. This is excellent for you for relationship opportunities and for partnering with the collective and finding your tribe, which we all need to do. That is the focus on healing, is coming together in a very alienated world. On February 3rd, Mercury stations direct at 11:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 24 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn. This triggers where Pluto, the planet of death and regeneration, has been transiting the last couple of years. It also sets off the legendary Saturn-Pluto conjunction that permanently brought down the structures of our world and brought a lot of repair and restructuring and renovation as we move ahead. And that was when Saturn and Pluto met up on January 12th, 2020 at 22 degrees of Capricorn. Any planets that transit at 22 degrees of the cardinal signs hit each and every one of us, and they also impact people on the world stage and bring big world events. And the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Now you have an opportunity to revise the choices you made or were forced to make in 2020, because Saturn got between 26 degrees of Capricorn on and off from March 4th through November 4th of 2020. And Mercury is triggering where the Saturn-Pluto conjunction was, and Venus triggered where Saturn has been from December of 18 through January of 12 through February through November of 2020. So really most of the Capricorn time. So reviewing your choices as you move ahead in a very significant time in your life. On February 4th, the Sun meets up with Saturn at 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could bring endings and that could bring challenges, but again, honoring that which you need to let go of. On February 6th, Mars squares Chiron, the wounded healer, at 7:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could bring energy with friends or in other ways, but just again, honoring the energy to heal. On February 8th, Mars forms a beautiful trine to Uranus at 9:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that brings a very innovative and inventive energy, good for getting things done and for you using your dreams and manifesting with that energy as well. On February 11th, Mercury meets up with Pluto at 9:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could also bring endings, that could bring power struggles, but it's also good for doing a detox, for really submerging yourself into some healing work and facing the darkness in order to go to the light, but it can be very intense. On February 14th, Pluto forms a beautiful trine to the north node of Fate at 4:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That could bring phenomenal opportunities with career or with just connections you make. Could be spiritual connections as well. Really paying attention to whom you meet at that time. On February 14th, Mercury re-enters Aquarius, your sign, at 4:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be transiting in your sign until March 9th. Mercury loves being in Aquarius. It's exalted there, innovative, social, and brilliant. Take advantage of this and really plan what you want this next year to be, especially with Saturn helping you to structure all of your ambitions, all of your goals with hard work, a lot of hard work. On February 16th, Venus and Mars meet up in the sky at 9:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is amazing energy. It's very romantic, sexy, and creative energy. Venus and Mars met up last summer. They will meet up a second time on February 16th at 16 degrees and 53 minutes of Capricorn. And this sets off where the Venus-Sun star point occurred on January 8th. The Venus and the Sun met up at 18 degrees of Capricorn while Venus was retrograde. So this is a new 8-year cycle of what you want to create and manifest. If you were not able to do a ritual that day to honor that new 8-year vision, Venus and Mars coming together in your house of dreams is an excellent opportunity to do so, and it triggers that within a little more than a degree. And then on the 16th, there's a full moon that takes place at 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 27 degrees and 10 minutes of the fixed fire sign of Leo. That is your opposite sign, and it occurs in your house of partnerships and relationships. There could be endings with that, but there could also be a lot of social and sexy energy with the Venus-Mars pairing, and also maybe fruition or completion. Maybe you've been dating somebody and you bring it to another level. I think there's a lot of good energy that day. And it also sets off the royal fixed star known as Regulus, which is between 27 and 29 degrees of Leo. That is where the total solar eclipse occurred on August 21st of 2017, when many people went throughout the United States to look at the eclipse. It was visible in many different places. So now, what do you want to release to make your heart happy? Leo rules the heart. On February 17th, Jupiter forms a helpful aspect to Uranus at 7:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jupiter is transiting in your house of income and money and what you value. And this could bring excellent opportunities with work or with manifesting certain things you want to create, and very inventive energy and very lucky. On February 18th, the Sun enters the mutable water sign of Pisces, where it will transit until March 20th, transiting in your house of money, income, and creativity. And this is excellent for financial opportunities and for creative projects. On February 23rd, Mars forms a helpful sextile to Neptune at 2:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is excellent for you for doing spiritual work and really, working with your emotions and with your hope, also healing painful emotions you feel, but in a helpful way. This is not a heavy energy. Later on the 23rd, Mercury forms a helpful aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer, and that occurs at 11:06 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on February 24th at 12:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Really loving energy and good for focusing on healing. And then Venus and Neptune form a beautiful aspect at 11:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 24th. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, and this is so good for romance and spiritual projects and creative projects, and just really beautiful energy. Later that day, Mercury squares Uranus at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. expect the unexpected. There'll definitely be some twists and turns. And then on February 28th, Jupiter forms what's known as a quintile. That's a 72-degree aspect to the north node of fate that could bring fortuitous meetings and opportunities, and it's very creative and spiritual. So I think that's a beautiful aspect as well. I wish you a lot of luck, Aquarius. This is your time. Make it happen and take care.